Good morning. Good morning. This is Mornings with Michael for informational and educational purposes only. Uh, Before we get to it, happy Wednesday to everybody. Hope your week is going strong. And here we get to the news. Consumer Target Corporation shares slipped 2% on guidance, but they're up now after good news on government working together on the debt limit. Quarter one adjusted EPS for Target, $2.05 versus estimate $1.76. Tesla, TSLA, CEO Elon Musk said the electric car maker will try a little advertising and see how it goes. A major shift for the company that's largely avoided traditional marketing to sell its vehicles. AZEK, AZEK files to sell 14 million shares of Class A common stock for holders. Container Stores, TCS, fourth quarter adjusted EPS 18 cents versus estimate 16 cents. Lyft, LYFT, said it named Aaron Brewer as a CFO effective July 10th. Brewer will succeed Elaine Paul, who stepped into the role last January, and will continue working for the company as an advisor until November 30th. Wynn Resorts, WYNN, upgraded to overweight from equal weight at Barclays. Energy, Industrials, and Materials, Hess Midstream LP, HESM, 11.1 share spot secondary price at 27. Maxion seller, MAXN, offers to sell 6.8 million shares of common stock. PNM Resources, PNM, files for offering up to 600 million in senior unsecured notes. Old Dominion, ODFL, upgraded to outperform from in line at Evercore ISI. Norfolk Summon, NSC, upgraded to outperform in line at Evercore as well. Financials, Western Alliance, WAL, disclosed a quarter two investor update, stated WAL's deposit balance stabilized by March 20th and resumed growth trajectory. Deposit growth exceeded $2 billion as an insured deposit strength greater than 79% as of March 12th, up from 68% as of the end of March. WeWork, WE, named David Tolley as interim CEO to replace Sandeep Mathrani, who is stepping down as CEO and chairman on May 26th. Tolley will work alongside WeWork president Anthony Yazbek. Everest RE 3.6 billion shares spot secondary priced at $360. New York Community Bank Corp, NYCB, 39.03 million share spot secondary priced at $10.08. On to healthcare. Akero Therapeutics, AKRO, 5.24 million share spot secondary price at 42. Bioventus, BVS, first quarter adjusted EPS 26-cent loss versus estimate of 15 cents. Ouch. Doximity, DOCS, fourth quarter adjusted EBITDA 48.9 million versus 45.7 million on revenues of 110 million versus estimate of 110. It was actually 111 million versus estimate of 110 million. So Next Gen Healthcare, NXGN, fourth quarter EPS 31 cents versus 29 cents. X-Force Pharmaceuticals, XFOR, says it announced positive phase 3 results showing mavorixafor reduced the rate, severity, and duration of infectious versus placebo in participants diagnosed with WHIM syndrome. On to technology, media, and telecom. ServiceNow, NOW, announces $1.5 billion share buyback, and they also announced that they're working with NVIDIA on AI technology. Dynaforce, DT, quarter four EPS 31 cents versus 22. Keysight Technology, KEYS, quarter two adjusted EPS $2.12 versus $1.95. Agilus, AGYS, fourth quarter EPS 26 cents versus 22. Kyndryl Holdings, KD, fourth quarter EPS lost $3.24 versus an estimate of $1.03. Holy moly, that's the big difference. Vivid Seats, SEAT, files to sell 16 million shares of common stock for shareholders. ScanSource, SCSC, announced that it was subject to a ransomware attack on May 14th that has impacted some of its systems. And finally, Volkswagen AG, VW, AGY, CFO Antilles said the automaker is not currently in talks with Chinese technology company Huawei about licensing software for VW cars in China. And that wraps up our news. Let's take a look at our charts and see what is happening. First, let's take a look at GLD. Gold is now below its 50-day moving average, trying to stabilize. And silver is pretty flat. It's going up to flat. And take a look at our Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up slightly, 1.77 today. Ethereum, 1.68, up. They both have been falling lately, so anything up is good. Speaking of up, let's take a look at the dollar. The dollar is up again, so that is why our gold is down, up 0.2%. Look at our yields. Yields are up again today, 0.90, up against its rising 200-day moving average. 20-year yield is up as well, up 0.66%. And our 1 to 3 year bond is down 0.13, so the yields are up on that as well. Take a look at our energy, which fell heavily yesterday and is up strong today, 1.82%. And 2% up for gas exploration. Our oil prices are jumping today, up 3.25%. I guess they like the debt ceiling as well. So take a look at natural gas. Not much happened there, even though it's up 0.44%. It's pretty laggard. Biotech bouncing off of its 20-day moving average. And the other one is trying to get above its 50 and 200-day moving average. Still needs some work to do. Building materials still remain below their 200-day moving average. Home construction is popping out of a little shelf pattern, a little tight shelf pattern. Take a look at the volume. Volume remains pretty low. Technology is popping up again. It's up 3 days in a row. This one is a pretty strong move. I guess you could say that this is a shelf pattern right here. I'll just continue to watch that. software. Bouncing up with the help of NOW. ServiceNow is up pretty strong on huge volume with that news working together with NVIDIA. Take a look at NVIDIA. I believe they're up as well today. Yeah, they're up over $300, magic number. See if it can remain up there. Earnings in 7 days. AMD had a strong day yesterday and is continuing today. It's clearly in the buy zone. We'll see if it has a pullback here, even though it had a nice little handle here. Financials popping above the 3 moving average, 10, 20, and 50. Still has got a lot of work to do though. Okay, let's look at our VIX. VIX should be falling. After that, try to move up. It's pulled back pretty strong. S&P 500. It's up a little over 1%. It's been in this range, so it doesn't really look like it's done much, but that's a good gain for the day. Our NASDAQ, even with yields bouncing up, continues up. We'll see if that can continue if the yields continue strong. The Dow Jones bouncing off of its 50, butting its up head against the 10 and 20-day moving average. Our IWM, which was down yesterday, is bouncing. It's above its 50-day moving average. It's still kind of in a pattern. Nowhere pattern. It's just remaining in this up and down formation. So let's take a look at what's really moving today. Take a look what's down on volume first today. Just to change it up a little bit. Hess Midstream, which was in the news, is gapping down 5.35%. Veeco Instruments, chemical vapor and ion beam detectors, deposition systems for LED, down slightly 1.69. Intercept Pharma, gapping down, huge volume, positive. It's on the top 75% of its range today. Agilis gapping down as well, down 12.5%. One Spa continues its downward trend. I've tried to bounce off of its 200-day moving average. Maxion Solar gap down today. It reached a peak here and then it continued the trend down. It's bouncing off of its 50-day moving average. We'll see if that can hold. Everest Reinsurance Group gapping down as well, down 2.3%. Technoglass, which has been quite a winner, gapping down today, down 6.5%, highest volume yet. Gates Industrial down over 9%. Excuse me. And Doximity, DOCS, which was in the news, gapping down, it's down 5.4%, but it's looks like it's in the upper 80% of its range. And on up volume, where professional money managers seem to be moving their money. Janux Therapeutics up 4%. Let's see what kind of volume we are getting here. Yeah, it looks like highest volume that it's received. DXP Enterprises, centrifugal pumps, bearings, flexible coupling, is up 5.44%. Hilovax, biopharmaceutical. We got somebody at the door. Get out of your way. Maybe, I'm always